Hey everybody, it is qcknd and welcome to the second day of me wearing this shirt. Today I wanted to try a style box and I will be trying out the ThredUp box. I asked you guys on my channel membership page which style subscription box you would be interested in me trying. Style subscription boxes, if you're not familiar, there's a kind of a large array of them, but generally you take an online quiz that kind of narrows down your style specifications, and then someone will curate a box for you, either an algorithm or a real person, and then that box gets sent to you, and sometimes you can see what the clothes are beforehand, other times it's sent to you kind of blindly. You go through the clothing and then you decide if you want to keep any of it. So I asked you guys on my channel membership page and everyone said try the ThredUp box. So today's video is not sponsored by ThredUp, but it is sponsored by Skillshare. Hi, I cleaned all the mugs off my desk for this. So I know some brands out there are being a little hesitant to lean into exactly what's going on here. Wendy's now offering delivery for no particular reason, just now we deliver. Huh. I have been using my extra time to learn. I feel like it creates routines and I can sit in front of my computer with a cup of coffee and take in information, which I feel like helps me feel like I'm doing something productive, but the way I'm learning is pretty easy and straightforward. I'm using Skillshare. What I like about Skillshare is that it offers online learning, of course, but it also teaches you in a classroom setting versus looking up one or two things here and there on YouTube when you need it. Obviously, I am somebody who will get stuck in the video editing process and quickly look up how do you restore audio on a single clip if it disappears. That works great for me. However, with Skillshare, I can sit through an entire lesson that turns into a storyboard of education where I pick up little things that I never would have known that I needed to learn. And in that, it is like learning in a traditional classroom space, because although you could feel like you are pretty proficient at video editing, every day I figure a little shortcut or a little new thing or a way to do something faster that is just so satisfying to me that could only be learned in this lesson format versus looking up little things here and there on YouTube. Although I do that in a pinch, it is nice to sit down and just learn an entire lesson taught by someone who is just like me, another creator on the platform sharing what they know. If you're interested in trying Skillshare, I have a special offer in my description box which will give you a 2-month free scholarship that is a sign-up basis. So you get 2 months free on your Skillshare account and I get to use Skillshare as well, which I think is really awesome. When I'm using free trials, I'll always put a reminder in my phone to cancel it when the expiration date comes up. So if that gives you peace of mind, this is just one thing I like to do. So you can check out my link in the description, and thank you so much to Skillshare for letting me be a part of your ambassador program. So here is my ThredUp box, and it is about this big, and I don't know how long these ThredUp boxes normally take to order, but mine took about a month to get here. I thought maybe it took that long because of, you know, but I didn't receive any communication from ThredUp regarding any COVID talk, but I did get a ton of emails from ThredUp asking about my experience, how my experience could be made better. I got a message from the director themselves. First time I ordered the ThredUp box, I didn't have my card with me, so I exited out, retook the quiz, took it again, and it generated an email that asked why I had changed my mind. In that, there was a lot of communication with ThredUp, but none about the process of shipping. So I'm going to say that maybe there were some delays, but I wasn't in the loop about it, but I was in the loop on everything else. So this did take about a month to come, and I did take the quiz, which was relatively straightforward. Good morning, good morning. I just woke up a little bit ago. I've had my coffee, so I just woke up. That's a little forced. So now we are on ThredUp. Okay, so is it under goodie boxes? Okay, so the ThredUp box is called the goodie box. Do you have a preference on how pants fit? High rise. What is your body shape? Choose one. Hourglass, triangle, beauty blender, upside down beauty blender. How would you describe your style? Choose up to 3. Okay, so it gives you a list of styles. Rocker, Yo, romantic goes first. Because I love that. Ooh, 90s as a category? Do you think that's code for like grunge? I'll click 90s for grunge. Vacay inspired. Bikini tops at the office, am I right? Ladies. I realize I've been describing my style with terms I've just completely made up because I don't see adventure ready on here. I thought it said bands. What are some of your favorite brands? American Apparel. Uniqlo. Muji. Is Hot Topic? No. Where do I shop? Oh my god. Maybe Urban Outfit, yeah. Are there any features you especially dislike or like? And it's all textures and prints. One of them is dry clean only. Yeah, let's pop that out. How much do you want to spend per item? 20 to 40, 30 to 60, 40 to 120. We're gonna say 20 to 40 because these are all like used thrift store items. So even 20 seems very high. Anything else we should know about this box? Should I say that my style is punk and that there wasn't an option for it? How often do you want to receive a box? Once. The page froze. Ah! Though I am worried because I will share my one worry. I marked that American Apparel was one of my favorite clothing brands, and that is still very true. If I'm thrifting, if anything like that, if I'm on Depop, American Apparel is something I always search. It's something I always wear. But ThredUp categorizes American Apparel as anything printed on American Apparel shirts, like ye old Green Day shirt from your local softball team fundraiser shirt. Hoping none of that is in here. I styled my hair like this on purpose, but I think like it's reading yucky. With this box, I'm going to take special care opening it. I'm not just going to bludgeon it because I believe if I don't keep any of these items, I get to send them back, and there is a 21-day grace period. And I've had this about 3 days already because it was sent to my P.O. box. Okay, this is very cute. So again, I'm not sponsored. They don't know that I'm making a YouTube video about this, so you can expect this same level, oops, of care as a consumer. So I've really been craving going thrifting, and I ordered this box before the apocalypse, so this is very much satiating a desire I have. So here's my schematic, which is something I want because I've never had a subscription box before, so I want to make sure I do this right. If some of these pieces are hundreds of dollars, I want to send them back. So here is a return label. Thank you for being one of our earliest customers for the ThredUp Goodie Box. It's something we've been waiting to do for years. Okay, I didn't know that. We think Goodie Box is a special treat that makes you smile while also helping you discover items you didn't know you wanted. On average, all of these pieces are around $30. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I keep this box, it will be $300, right? 30 times 10. Okay, return your box via FedEx or UPS office within 7 days of delivery. The email said I had it for 21 days. Okay, I need to hurry up then. Okay, now I'm scared. Now the clock is ticking. Ah! So if you may remember, for my style profile, I said that I was grunge. The very first thing on top is this like floral piece from Windsor. And I realize like sometimes I'm not very honest because I don't want to hurt a brand's feelings, so I'm trying to be more honest now. I don't like this. This seems to be a shirt. Okay, I'm not stupid. I'm just having a hard time. Let me find the tag. Here's the tag. Here's the arms. Okay, I have a clothes hanger. Maybe this will help us. Wow, I'm really... Okay. Oh. This seems to be a shirt like this, right? And the back is also like open, and it has a tie, and it is a teal floral. MSRP for this shirt is suggested retail So suggested retail is $95. On their website, this shirt is $21 and okay, I figured it out. So it seems that this shirt you would have to wear like a camisole underneath, or it would be like a super boobies moment, which I don't think I reflected at all that I'm like this. Did we read the same style quiz? I don't know where I could wear this anytime soon. I'll pass on this one. I like couldn't figure this shirt out and either could they, so they just sent it to me. Here's the back. It only takes 2 seconds for the shirt to like fall apart and like my bra is out. Normally with shirts like these, they have like a little snap button to like kind of keep you in, which I feel like could have been cute. And whoever previously owned this shirt either safety pinned it or it had that button and the button had fallen off. I don't know if you can see that right there. The tie is bad. Oh, so next is another confusing shirt. Oh, this is kind of cute. This is kind of my style. Grandmom. So this seems to be a snake print short sleeve blouse with a built-in camisole, because I guess this is kind of sheer, and it has some button detail on it like this. This is kind of cute. It's pretty heavy. It is like a curtain type material, has like weight to it, and it is from Anthropologie and it still has the tag on it. And from Anthropologie it says it's $98. And if I decide to keep it, it is $23. I guess that kind of reads like grunge grandmom to me. I'm not sure. I wonder how much they consider your style profile in all of this. I guess they can determine that I'm a medium-sized woman, but although this shirt looks pretty cool, it actually doesn't fit me very well. Inside it has this little tank top, which kind of doesn't fit. I have it like fitting me right now, but I don't think I have the chest to support this, so I kind of have it zhuzhed for the photo, but in the back it's not fitting properly. Although this shirt is pretty fun, see what I mean? It doesn't quite fit properly. I think maybe if I had. Okay, so next we have this oversized hoodie that is tie-dye, but it's like one of those like, look, I'm a designer hoodie, because it has the seam thing down the back, you know what I mean? Like if you buy something at Marshall's, it's got this back seam. So this is not made of a sweatshirt material. It is almost made of like, still like a rayon blousey kind of material. I don't know if you can see from just looking at it. It has that shine to it when you move it back and forth. It's like prone to wrinkle. You can see these like wrinkles here. But then the sleeve is made of sweatshirt material. I think if the whole thing was made of sweatshirt, that would be fun. I guess it's like trying to be like outside of the box a little bit, but I really don't see myself getting super cozy in like a rayon mock sweatshirt. But I guess that's what happens when you're like leaning towards designer. There's also some frayed thread around the back because this is that like silky material. And I know calling it Forever 21 fabric isn't fair because this is probably high end, but you can see how it's like that shiny. And then all down this like cool seam, the fabric is pulled. This is fun and like different, and there's cat hair on it, but that really could just already be from me. I don't know, we'll see what the neckline looks like, you know what I mean? So here is the tie-dye hoodie, and although it's fine, I think it has too many like designer flares. Like you can see the like arms and then the like seam down the back. And it's also not like sweatshirt material, it's like rayon. It's like, I don't know, I feel like it's appealing to an audience that wants to have like elevated leisure wear. And for me, it like feels itchy somehow. So the estimated retail of that Tina Jo sweatshirt is $167, and it retails from ThredUp for $35. So if I keep it, I will be charged $35. Next is this Bcbg Jacket. So far, none of these things have been the like, they'd have you select brands you're interested in, and so far none of these have been those brands. So this is a faux leopard skin jacket, and it is kind of divine. It is cool, but it has quarter length sleeves, which is really weird. So, I obviously don't shop designer, I shop at like Uniqlo and dumpsters. So some of these like high-end, like little like, ooh, I kind of don't like these like weird high-end twists. Like, twist, this hoodie's actually made of rayon. Twist, this is actually a quarter sleeve. Stop it. Something kind of cool and divine like this would be sick. So I guess I just have to try it on and see what it's all about. So this is the leopard print coat, and although I do like it, it is a statement that I'm willing to make in my personal life. I do think that whoever thrifted it probably just couldn't find the occasion for it, and I can definitely see that as well. It's a little bunchy in a way that makes it look like a house robe, and like I mentioned when I unboxed it, it has quarter sleeves, which is a little interesting, but I guess you can't even really wear this as a winter coat, but I believe this coat is meant to be worn open. It is lined a little bit on the inside, so you could wear it open, which seems like a more lush statement, but like I said, it's a statement I'm willing to make, but I think the cut of the jacket takes too many risks, so I don't think it could be something that I could wear forever. The quality is there, but the cut is just strange. If it was a nice pea coat kind of cut, that would be a little different, but it's almost like a weird, like, Wizard of Oz kind of cut. You know what I mean? So this, the estimated retail is $150, and the ThredUp price is $33. So this is actually cheaper than the fake hoodie. Next. So that was like the majority of the box, that jacket. Next is just like a little number and an interesting box juxtaposition between leopard coat and this. Is this a tube top? Just figured out how to make my camera brighter. Wow. Thanks, Skillshare. So this shirt goes like this, and there's a little tank top built in underneath it, but that moment is also still sheer. I like wearing sheer. I guess I'm just personally offended that they didn't take my style profile into consideration. Why did I fill it out? I've never had a top like this, so I will enjoy trying it on, but I don't know personally if it's something I want to spend $30 on. It does have this tassel, which is fun. Here is the off of the shoulder florally top, and I personally just don't like this. It's not really my taste. The cut is kind of unflattering since it cuts forward, and any shirt like this, once you raise your arms, turns into this, and that's just kind of weird, right? Shirts like this are really only good for like an Instagram picture or a night sitting like this. Okay, here is another piece by American Eagle. What? So this is a little floral dress with buttons, and it has cups, and they're removable cups if you so please. And I actually like this. This is actually pretty sweet. Like, I know my basic is showing, but so far this seems to be the most tangible thing to me. Although I am 30 now, this seems like the most in line with my style profile, because you could make a little floral dress grunge, and it's a good length. It is a bit young, but we'll see what it looks like on, because it seems okay. I like this. I will say this box does have all of the fun of like styling ugly thrifted clothes, which is like one of my passions, one of my truest joys. I love styling ugly clothes and making them cool, but keeping in mind that if I kept everything in this box, it would cost $300 is very grounding. So although like styling ugly thrifted clothes is fun, some of that fun comes from finding clothes for $1 and $4 and making them work. Whereas these clothes are already priced almost as much as retail. So making them work should be a given. That should be the easy part. not like, there should be no making these clothes work. If anything, this is my favorite piece so far, but it's an American Eagle dress from 4 years ago, so I don't know how much that's really saying. Though they are pricing this for $24, which seems like retail, you know what I mean? Nothing makes me happy. Next, we have another really thin floral number. And what is this? Is this fast fashion? Okay, this is considered unbranded casual dress. Estimated retail, $50. If I keep it, it's $23. This is like a Zaful dress. Are you kidding? Can you see me? This is like a... Look, check out the tag. I found it on AliExpress. It's $8. Estimated retail, $50. This isn't $50 on the rack at Forever 21. This is so odd to me. Like, don't try and pull a fast one on me. For me, the quality of this dress is really low. I wouldn't thrift this. This feels really weird. Women's unbranded casual dress. The estimated retail is not $50. Like, if they threw this in and they were like, it's $11 if you want to keep it, like, maybe, but... It's $8. So this is the unlabeled $50 dress that is definitely from Zaful. And I had to keep my pants on because it's this short. Here's the crease of my ass. This dress is awful, like, I don't know what to tell you. And then you have it. This dress alone, like, devalues the entire box entirely. My ass is out. Let's get into bottoms. So bottoms are tough. They give me size 6. Here's a mini skirt, and this is a faux suede mini skirt. I believe it's faux. 100% polyester. One-way casual skirt. Estimated retail, $125. ThredUp price, $27. I just don't think that this is $125. Look at the made tag. I'm Googling this. This is fast fashion. Well, I just found the same skirt on Poshmark for $7, but I am going to reverse Google search this tag just to make sure. So I found a similar, well, maybe even a better skirt by this brand One Way, which can be found on like a boutique website of fast fashion, and the like cargo-y skirt, Elijah skirt, is $19. So buying this skirt brand new is cheaper than the suggested retail value of $125, and then the thrifted value of $27 is still more expensive than buying it brand new. It's fast fashion, and just me looking at it had that suspicion. This is cheap fabric. The tag is sewn in poorly. It has these like any like further inspection of this would reveal to you that this is fast fashion. And look at this panel. That's so weird. That's kind of irresponsible, right? Whoever submitted this, like whoever sent this to ThredUp though and like cashed big, good for them. $125. It's brand new, $20. So I can't even try this skirt on. Like, I had to put it on over my head to get it on, and I can't even wear it. And it's a size 6. Just wearing are a size 6. So like that is my size. I know that can vary a lot, but this won't even go on. Anyway, so these next pants are Madewell corduroys with a flare bottom. Let's see what size these are. These are size 29, and they are button fly corduroys. I have thick thighs, so when I wear corduroys, you like hear them like when you walk. So we'll see. But these are $30 if you keep them, and $119 estimated retail value. These are kind of my like goofy dream. Although goofy, a way that I like, I think the wash of them, the light wash, is a little unflattering on me. They are made well, so they have like brand equity and resale value if I were to bring these to Buffalo Exchange in the future. But if I'm already thinking like I'm not gonna wear them, then it probably means I don't love them. And corduroy gives me chub rub. Hey Ethan! They are loose in the back right here. I would need to wear a belt with them, but I do really like them. What is your pant size? Ooh, 28. My last piece in this box from hell is faux leather shiny pants. Look at this. Are you kidding? I guess this goes with like that grunge aesthetic. J brand leggings. So these are like kind of weird to the touch because they are that like fake leather leggings material, and they have a like glittery sheen to them. Dry clean only.
I said that wasn't okay.
But I don't see any care instructions or anything like that. I guess because they're dry clean only, which isn't my lifestyle. I feel like this is something you wear like on New Year's. The pockets aren't real. And it is like glitter. Oh, this is the fuck awful. So here are the J brand leggings pants. And I have to say, I'm surprised that they are low rise because I feel like low rise is like very out of trend and for me very unflattering. Do you have a preference on how pants fit? High rise. I would never pick low rise as a rise or a fit or anything like that. If I had to style these pants, I would cuff the bottoms because the bottoms hit below my ankle. This is kind of a cool fit when you put your spin on it, but not cool enough to warrant me keeping these pants because I could only wear them with a shirt that goes over because I wouldn't be able to tuck any clothes in to a low-rise pant. That's not very flattering to my body shape or even in style. Although this could be cool looking, this would only be something I would consider settling on if I found it for like 99 cents and not $30. For $30, I pass on it. So it is the following day, and I thought I would sleep on this and email ThredUp in order to get some questions answered and obviously try on the clothes. So on this piece of paper, it says return your box within 7 days, which was yesterday. Yesterday was my last day. But in the email that had like my shipping information and stuff, it said 21 days. And I reviewed it and that's exactly what it says. So I didn't just make that up. So I emailed them and I said, listen, is it 21 days or 7 days? If it's 7 days, may I have a day extension? Because if I wasn't going to post this video, I was just going to return all these clothes. I didn't have time to make that 7-day window. So I emailed them and asked for a day extension, and I was hoping it would create a dialogue so I could be like, hey, there's a lot of information in this package that contradicts itself, or in my opinion is like kind of scammy. You know, the two pieces of fast fashion in here, I was able to tell this was fast fashion the second I touched it, and I'm not really an expert, so I just wonder who is at ThredUp doing all this stuff, if it's a big company or if it's just one or two people, and this like kind of fell through the cracks. In all of this, there's a lot of paperwork that says like, let us know like how you felt and stuff like that, so I'm trying not to be too harsh. But I think to reuse this service, I would need some sort of indication that there was like a rebranding or a mistake. Revisiting my quiz, I felt like basically none of the things that I ticked really are emphasized in this box. I don't feel like this is a box that represents rock and roll or punk or grunge. And because of that, you know, if the quiz is some sort of sorting algorithm that they use to conduct this box, I guess I want to know what that is and how valuable that information is, other than your sizes. I don't know. Honestly, my honest opinion was I did not want to make this video because I felt bad not having anything nice to say. So I went on Twitter and a lot of you guys made a really good point that you don't want to waste your hard-earned money on something like this because in theory, this is exactly what I would want. A subscription box from a brand that uses used clothing. Honestly though, I think I would go for another company that maybe used this premise, but used like real thrift store stuff and not necessarily like high-end consignment stuff. For me, like J-brand jeggings that are sparkly, maybe that's kind of punk rocker, but for me, it just like was a big miss. And because of that, I'm not keeping anything in the box. I would like to return the box in its entirety and just like really have no crumbs even left behind of this experience. In that, I will have to update you guys on if they honor my box return, because like I said, this box would cost $300 if I kept it all, and I think if I took $300 to the thrift store, I would have twice the pile of this and an old CRT TV, and I think I would be much happier. And this pile of $300 clothing feels like high-end consignment, and of course I guess I should have known that, but none of the brands I said were brands I liked are in here. I think that when I see YouTubers work with ThredUp, they usually get like Reformation and stuff like that. This is all you know, nothing I've ever worn before other than the American Eagle dress, which on here is listed as a value of $50. You know, you could thrift that for $8 or $9. I would much rather go on Depop. And because I feel like I'm undermined as a consumer, it just leaves like a bad feeling in the air when it comes to all of these products. Especially saying unbranded casual dress is worth $48. New at Forever 21, it wouldn't cost that much, or Old Navy. And it makes me feel like they're trying to be like, no, like it's like a $50 dress, girl. Like, what? Do you think I'm stupid? I got here. I got to this very niche thing. Don't you think I know a little bit about clothing? My wholehearted opinion is to skip this and take $50 to your local thrift store and find something more catered to your interests, because I feel like going to the thrift store itself is still a lottery. You still don't know what you're gonna find, and it can still be hit or miss, and this was a miss. I don't think I would try it again, but I would talk to ThredUp. The email correspondence is open. They haven't replied to me yet. Like I mentioned, nothing talking about COVID, nothing talking about shipping delays, so weird misinformation. This 7 days or 21 days for me like makes my heart race, because if they tell me it was 7 days and I have to pay $300 for this box, I'm just going to lose my mind, because the other email says 21 days. I sent them pictures of both things, so hopefully they honor it. Yeah, let me know how you guys feel. If you feel like I'm overreacting, I would love to know, because this is all pretty weird to me. I wanted my first experience with a subscription box to be lots of fun, and this was pee-pee poo-poo. Anyway, subscribe, I guess.